KUB says customers should not worry about getting natural gas into their homes. This after a pipeline broke last Saturday. 10 News reporter Sean Franklin has details on what KUB is telling customers. Sean?
Robin, the KUB spokeswoman I talked to says the system is stable right now and there's no reason to think service will be cut off. The pipeline ruptured in Smith County, that's east of Nashville, on Saturday. KUB's Stephanie Midget says much of the natural gas KUB uses comes through that line. KUB serves about 106,000 customers with natural gas. She says if you're not sure if you have natural gas, you can hire a professional to come out and inspect your water heater or your furnace. They're tracking what's coming in and what's being stored as far as gas goes. She says the weather has actually been pretty helpful. Higher temperatures here in the forecast mean less demand on the system.
For now, things are good, especially with today being the coldest day expected in the next 10 days. Temperatures are even expected to rise into late next week. That's really going to help moderate the need for natural gas in this area.
KUB says 28 companies contract with them for natural gas services. They've sent them notices asking them to reduce their natural gas consumption. The University of Tennessee is one of those companies. A spokesperson there told me their gas supply is cut off right now, but they'll use fuel, oil, and steam power, so the effects on the campus will be minimal. Repairs on the pipeline could take until mid-January. Robin?
All right, Sean, thank you very much.